Hello and welcome to SAP Learning Academy and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial today, I will be telling you about the SAP ABAP Subroutine. As you know that subroutine is a part of code that you can write in SAP program, and I will be telling you all the aspects of subroutine, like what is the subroutine used for, and what are the types of subroutine, and also its other features like what are the variables available in subroutine. So let me start with some of the features or definition of subroutine. Like subroutines are a block of code that you can write between keyword form and end form and invoked with perform. Means you can call the subroutine using the perform keyword in the ABAP program. Now if you're writing the subroutine, it has to be between form and end form, and you can call the subroutine by the perform statement. And subroutines can be defined anywhere in the program, and it has no restriction where to define. And subroutines are procedures can define in any program or can call from any other ABAP program. And now we'll move into the graphical diagram. I tried to show you one graphical diagram how this subroutine look like. In this picture on the slide, you can see that in the below definition, suppose this is a picture of a program, and we can write the subroutine anywhere in the code, like between form and end form. And the same subroutine, like subroutine 1, can be called multiple times in your program, like I have written there perform subroutine 1, perform subroutine 1. So in this way you can actually call the subroutine in various places based on your requirement in the program. Now we will move into the types. What are the types available in subroutine? And we have the external types and internal types. We have internal and external types. I will be now discussing more about these types. And first I will be moving into the internal types. And let me tell you that internal subroutines are defined and used in same program, and these subroutines cannot be used by other programs, and internal subroutines cannot be nested. So what does it mean? That you can, when you define a subroutine, if you define within a program, then that subroutine will be called as internal subroutine, and it cannot be used by other program. And if I show you the syntax, this is a basic syntax. How does it look like? You can see in the picture in the right hand side that we have form and end form. So we have the form and then subroutine name, then the passing variable. You have to write the passing variable, then you can write whatever the logic you want, then you have to end with end form, and you have to call the subroutine using perform, then subroutine name, then using and parameter name, and also you can define changing parameter if you like. And here this subroutine name specifies the subroutine name, and parameter 1 actually it specifies what are the parameters are being passed. Now we'll move into the external parameters, external subroutine. And let me tell you that external subroutines are defined globally, and this type of subroutines can be used by other program. And external subroutines can be nested. Nested means you can within this subroutine you can use other subroutine. So that's what it's used for. And if we give you the syntax, it's mostly same, but if you go to the calling part, like perform, then subroutine name, then in program, in which program you are actually calling this subroutine, you have to define that. Then you can use the parameter like using and changing. And also you can use in if found. So using the if found option, it can prevent a runtime error from being triggered if program does not contain a subroutine with the name you have given. So now we'll moving more into the variable. What are the variables available in subroutine? And we have mainly two kinds of variable. One is local variable, and next is the global variable. If I give you some of the definition or use of global and local variable, so this local variable mainly defined within the subroutine, and for the global variable it defines outside the subroutine. And some more example like some more features like and this variable, this local variable can be used cannot be used outside that subroutine we have defined. So that's why we're defining within the subroutine. But in the case of global variable, now you can access outside the subroutine. That's why the lifetime of the global variable is until the end of program. But here in the local variable, the lifetime is until the subroutine. So that's the main difference here. Now we are coming to the another part like parameters in subroutine. So what are the parameters available in subroutine? We have mainly two kinds of parameters. One is the actual parameter and the other one is the formal parameters. And let me tell you that about the parameters. This actual parameter means the parameter that appears on the perform statement, but in the case of former it appears on the form statement. So that is the main difference. Like if you are writing the perform statement, so whatever the statement you are using, that's called the actual parameter. And if you are using when you are writing the form and end form, so that those parameters are actually being called as formal parameters. And now we are coming to the last slide of this tutorial, and that is the passing parameter to subroutine. So how can you pass the parameter to subroutine? So there are mainly three ways that you can pass these parameters, like is pass by reference, pass by value, and pass by value and result. If I give you short description about these three things, pass by reference means when you are passing some parameters to subroutine using this procedure, pass by reference, then you are passing the pointer of the original memory location where the value is stored. But in the case of by value, pass by value, only value passed to the subroutine. So that is the main concept. And in the case of pass by value and result, here like pass by value but contains the new temporary memory copied back into the original memory before returning. So it also allows changes and allows rollback. So that is the main difference about this passing parameter. And thank you for watching, and if you have any question, please let us know and I will be happy to answer. Don't forget to subscribe our channel to SAP Learning Academy, and if you have liked the tutorial, please like and share with your friends and colleagues. I have given my other tutorial, you can see the links in the video description. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you again with my next tutorial.